Happy New Year's first to everybody. It's a whole lot of things been going on. Whole lot of extraordinary things been going on, I might say. And I'm gonna hit on, with my ideas on what I think about them. From my perspective, I guess I should say. Things like Billy Porter. You got Dwayne Wade been in the news. Yeah, I gotta say rest in peace to Pop Smoke, man. Another tragedy, man, in the hood. Actually around the world from the hood. And it happened in the hills of Beverly Hills. Hood shit, though. You know what I mean? It's sad, man. We gotta do better. For real, for real, for real. Gayle King, the Oprah situation, which is something I've been talking about for a minute. The coronavirus scare. There's a coronavirus scare going on. It's kind of like crazy going on. That, it's a lot of people it's a lot of different instances going on, man. It seems like the world is just in a whole nother spectrum to where people are some people are opening their eyes, I guess, and they call it the conscious society and the woke community. But to me, it's just the old-fashioned good versus evil. I think that's what a lot of us is missing, man. Also rest in peace, man, and prayers, man. And my heart goes out to, man, the Bryant family, man, the whole family, man, mom, dad, the wife. That's a sad thing, man. It almost is one of those things that shows us that all of us are human, man. We can't forget that, man. I know we get caught up in this world, or this, how would I say this, Babylon, current Babylon, I guess, that, we forget that we're all just human. You know what I mean? I think this Kobe Bryant thing is one of those reminders, man, that we all just human, man. And all that GOAT stuff I'm hearing, man. The greatest of all time. I mean, you can't be one of those. You know what I mean? How can you have more than one greatest of all time? It's only one, and that's God. So you got to watch out when you use certain words, certain phrases, like I'm the greatest. Nah, might be great at what I do, but the greatest, I got to give that title to God. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. If that's what you kick, float your boat, but that's just something I'm just kicking to you that maybe give you some more understanding, that's all. And this Billy Porter thing is getting out of hand. It don't seem like. It's obvious that there's an entity at hand that has an agenda that's pushing this homosexualness, emasculation of black men. And it's in a way, and I did, some research on it, to see like why. And I came up with some things such as like, okay, like one thing I stumbled across is like, there's some people that believe that all of this gay agenda that they're pushing is really about getting pedophilia into position. Basically getting old white men with little white boys, or old white men with little boys. That's the end goal. That's what I'm hearing. So, and then when you think about it, I mean, if you accept one thing, you got to accept, that's why you got to be careful what you let in. Because once you let one thing in, it consumes you, and it allows you to let other things in. Well, accept other things, you know what I mean? So that's something we need to watch out for, man. Because, we got to understand it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. And that's what we do around here, keeping real reality. What it is what it is. If it ain't, it's just not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain. But you got a lot of people, that's what you see, you know what I mean? It's a whole lot of black men that's running around that's going to the Oscars, that's, dressed to kill, that's killing that shit. They don't get that same type of recognition. And so what that does, that forces a person that's weak in the mind to say, hey, you know what I can do? Let me just go ahead and put on this dress and this flamboyant hat, and let me get out here and parade in front of a lot of people like a pelican, and let's see. And then once they get attention and they get sought after, then it works. Then that makes open the doors for the next man. And that's just how it is, man. And I don't think it's going to do any good to argue about it, because the bottom line is what you're arguing about doesn't belong to you. You can't argue about something that doesn't belong to you. If it belongs to somebody else, I mean, what actually grounds do you have to stand on? You know what I mean? So, in other words, get your own. Period. Meaning, if you're not satisfied with the industry, the music industry, create your own industry. Which, that's a whole nother story. It would never be allowed for someone to come in and take over and make their own. It'll always be the situation where we would have to go up under a certain umbrella. Hey, which with me, hey, like I said, if it belongs to them, either you play or you don't play, period. Point blank. And that's why you get a situation like Gayle King with Oprah. And then I noticed Oprah, she hasn't slept. I thought at first she was talking about Kobe Bryant wife. I mean, like, for real. Then I saw that she was talking about Gayle. I mean, are you serious? I mean, I've been saying this for years, man. Oprah can give a damn less about a black man. I mean, that is like being, like I heard a long time ago when she said she wouldn't have a rapper on her show. But then since then, I've seen Ludacris and Jay-Z, of course. But back at one point, she wasn't even kicking it with rappers, because of, she said, the image that they were portraying. All it is masculine. Like I was telling somebody the other day about the music that's out today. I mean, if you allow people to feed you potty meat and calling it spam and you continue to eat it, hey, that's on you. You know what I mean? For real. So until the people gets together and decide that it's not enough, it'll always be the same. It's a crazy world, man. I mean, for real. You got Dwayne Wade, and that situation is like totally insane. I don't understand how you can say that a little boy that age is able to make a decision about his sexual orientation, but then you say a child that age don't have the ability to make a decision about their sexual relationships. You know what I mean? Like, to have sex with a person that young is statutory rape, some form of rape. So why does that same person have the ability to decide anything about sex, period? It's crazy, period. But anybody, you could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But just know it is what it is, You can't say, I'm happy the way I am, but then try to change what you are. Don't make sense out of things that don't make sense. You know what I mean? It's all just good and evil. Either we gonna do right or we gonna do what we've been doing, and that's just like making a complete mess of this life we got, man, as people, man. We gotta do so much better, man. I mean, Gayle, just to go back to that subject, I mean, and shout out to Lisa Leslie, man. She handled that like a real class and elegance, man, to like the degree, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening, man, for real. And then the problem I didn't really have was with the question. It's an interview. Okay, you want to ask them the question. I mean, it was inappropriate, don't get me wrong. But that's not the big problem I had. But the problem is Gayle wasn't satisfied with the answer she got from Lisa. She asked her, did she think that the allegations that Kobe had, if it tarnished his legacy? And, it's a, valid question. Was it good timing? Not in my opinion, horrible timing. Poor taste. You ask him when he's dead. But, hey, it's a question. But once Lisa Leslie responded and saying, well, and these are my own words, paraphrase. It's like, hey, Kobe's my boy. I hang around him. We're in the club. Hey, he's not like the other cats. I know other cats that say, hey, Lisa, go get this girl and, on the Playboy thing. And she very clearly that's what she was saying. Kobe wasn't on the Playboy thing. You know what I mean? She was saying that much more elegantly. And Oprah's response was, oh, well, you wouldn't know. I mean, not Oprah, I'm sorry. Gayle's response was, oh, you wouldn't know. Oh, you wouldn't know because you would probably be being around you wouldn't see. And then on top of that, it's like, how would she not know? If I'm around someone and if I'm observant and I'm paying attention, yeah, I would know. I would see the signs of a predator before you would. And that's a trick that they use. That people that people know people better than the people that don't know someone knows that person better than a person that's with them all day. Like if I spend 22 hours out of a 24-hour day with you, how can you sit here and say you know this person or their capabilities better than I would? And make sense out of that. You know what I mean? And say I would be blinded by, that's kind of, that's what ticked me off with Gayle. The thing is, you can speak on what you want to speak on. But what I don't like is you're not giving both sides their just due. You're not treating everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of reasons why she could be that way. And I won't say why, because I don't know. But I could say it's clear that she is very biased against black men, period. And so, period, hey, don't support her. Period. She can feel how she want to be. If she don't like black men, that's her right too. But as a black man, I won't support her. Period. Never have, really, to be honest. And the only reason why, and a lot of black men, our elders, especially women, crazy about Oprah. And that's the kind of thing that's plagued our community. To now it's a point that if Oprah says something, it almost becomes gospel just because she said it. You know what I mean? And I think that's when it becomes dangerous dealing with her or anybody else. We gotta be, and I see that a lot, man, going around, man. People not making their own decisions, man. Like all of a sudden, Bloomberg, now everybody likes Bloomberg. So you telling me Trump is racist, but Bloomberg isn't? So I'm gonna allow racists to tell me who's racist? It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? And then a lot of these things, man, I've noticed too, man, with a lot of things going on, you can really tell what side each individual sits on.